All right, I'm pumped up to be here at NOCA. This is one of my favorite spots in the whole world. This is one of the greatest educational institutions in the United States of America that really is second to none. Many, many years ago, when this was conceptualized, people wondered how New Orleans was going to lead the nation in academic excellence surrounding the arts. There can't be a more perfect place in America to have academic excellence surrounding the arts. And this particular facility, in a very, very short period of time, Kyle, under your leadership and the leadership of Sally and all the other folks that conceptualized this, created it, found the funding for it, and sustained it, have done just an unbelievable thing. And you saw the talent that's coming out of here now. And although this was unthinkable years ago, it is absolutely a fact now that the greatest arts institutions in the world always look to NOCA to supply them with the next level of talent. So it is now commonplace, not just an exception, for children of NOCA to fill the halls of Juilliard, or to find themselves at the Met, or to find themselves on Broadway, or to find themselves in some of the best art galleries in America coming out of New Orleans. And this is the instructive background for what we're here to talk about today. So, Soraya, thank you very much for being here. I really want to thank NBC for actually thinking and conceptualizing and putting in the forefront of the nation, all right, academic excellence in education. Because as President Obama said some years ago in his State of the Union address, if we are going to win the future, then we have to out-educate, out-innovate, and out-build the rest of the world. But the first thing he said was out-educate. And that is really critically important, because it's not just a matter of can America compete with the rest of the world. It's about giving to every American citizen, especially our young children, the most important right that they have. And that is the right to be well educated, the ability to learn, and to give them the capabilities and the opportunity to fulfill their God-given gifts to bring to the rest of the world that which only they can bring. And they can only have that if we have education in the forefront of our mind. And there is no place in America that is doing more to achieve that American dream than the city of New Orleans. And I have said many times, as the mayor of this wonderful city at this most critical time in our history, that the city of New Orleans has become this nation's most immediate laboratory for innovation and change. And that's whether we're talking about healthcare reform, that's whether we're talking about finance reform, that's whether we're talking about anything that's on the board right now, because we are recreating ourselves because we had to. We had a near-death experience from Katrina, and the people of New Orleans got about the business of becoming the city that we always should have been. And that is no more evident than in the area of education, where we finally said, if we are going to get where we need to be, if New Orleans is ever going to be as good as she always should have been, and honor her birthright of being one of the great authentic spaces in the world, then we have to get education right. And there is no place that's happening, not Chicago, not New York, not Washington, D.C., although they're doing great work. We love them. We hope they keep doing better. But the city of New Orleans has found a way, after having been 17 feet underwater, of rising from the Phoenix with the $1.8 billion settlement that we got from FEMA. So you see Patrick and Stan here and all the folks out there that have actually started taking that money. They didn't put the schools back where they were. They are physically building 21st century state-of-the-art schools that will provide the basis for a knowledge-based economy. On top of that, it's not just, as Luther said, right? It's not just that a house doesn't make a home. You got to get into the soul of it, to the organizational structure, to what happens in those classrooms. And what's happening now is, and you see the manifestation of it, the achievement gap is beginning to close. That means what's happening in those four walls is starting to produce the opportunity for children to actually learn the things that they need and to begin to perform in a way that we always knew they could if we gave them the right space, the right instruction, the right opportunity, and set high expectations for them so that they knew that we knew that they were smart. And when you put those elements together, what you find is unbelievable success. And we are just thrilled to be a very small part of this national effort, because this is not just about making New Orleans strong, it's about making America strong. And America can't be strong unless each and every one of its children have the strength and the character and the knowledge that they need to make America the great place that we know we should be. So God bless you all. Thank you very much. We're looking forward to participating. Kids, keep on keeping on. Y'all are doing great. Thank you.